All right. Well, while you're working on that, Lucas, you find your book about the Shadow Plane,
Hmm.
and it pretty much goes over everything you know. It has. Let me look something up really quick. Here we go. It has a small bestiary on a type of monster in the Shadow Plane known as Nightshades. And and then it explains about the languages. Seems that in the Shadow Plane there is not one uh really shared language. Seems to really be just a mess of various languages, although it seems, according to this book, uh, the two that seem to get used the most uh, would be Abyssal and Undercommon.
All right. I already know those languages, so I think I'm set.
Okay. Goes into a few others, a few
Let
other languages.
shadows speak.
It it goes into a few other languages that are spoken in the Shadow Plains. Aklo, uh, Dark Folk, Draconic, something called Drow Sign Language. The aforementioned Abyssal and Undercommon, and then finally Infernal and Necral.
All right. I believe I have or most of them.
Hmm.
Oh. Um, alignments actually. Does it say anything about that?
Alignments, it seems to be that most of the inhabitants in the Shadow Plane would be in-game mechanics aligned somewhere between lawful neutral, lawful evil, and neutral evil.
All right. I guess that makes sense.
There are a handful of monsters and some territories that may be considered uh, true neutral, chaotic neutral, uh, rare instances of neutral good.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the abundance of negative energy in some parts of the Shadow Plains. There are a few territories with creatures and monsters and inhabitants that would be considered chaotic evil.
Okay.
The book pretty much describes them as no man's zones.
All right.
But that's pretty much it.
All right.
Pretty
Finish.
much already covers everything you've been told.
Yeah, finishing that, I'm just going to read up on psychic stuff and ask Zuge a few questions. Basically, I just want to flavor me getting new level up abilities.
Okay, well, Zuge is there. He's reading a book called uh, How to Express Yourself 101.
Okay.
He's just like reading it. Oh, that's how you're supposed to do it.
Well, I don't think you need to listen to that book.
Is- yeah, you're right. I'm already very expressive enough as it is.
You don't have to be expressive, you know that?
Oh. It's important for people to understand the emotions you're trying to convey to them. Otherwise, you'd just be look at a blank, emotionless state.
No, you could just bottle all that.
That's probably not a good idea, but, well, you do you, I suppose.
I've been wondering. Oh no, I gotta make a perception.
No, no,
Thing is,
Gotta catch that bull.
oh no.
Did I catch the bull?
Did you? You think you do, but then it's like, oh, wait a minute. That's not
Wyoming's
Wyoming.
picking up bodies.
Wyoming is. You just look out the window. Wyoming's just still out there digging holes.
Yeah, I mean, if you show too much emotions, people will know you're worried.
I mean, I always wear my emotions on my face, clear as day. He looks up and he's just completely just stonewalled stoic.
Hey, Zuge,
Yeah,
you said you're a psychic as well, right?
I dabble in it.
Is there? I'm still learning, but a few things. Are there things you can teach me, like stuff about my emotions and controlling them and what?
Well, the thing about emotions is you can't really control them. You can't just
Sure,
make
you
certain.
can. There
You
are
can't
spells for that.
just gives a look, looks back at Lucas. You can't exactly just make certain emotions disappear. Think of a yin yang symbol. You've seen one of those before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, one side is black, the other is white. but both black and white exist within the other colors.
Yeah.
White exists within light exists within darkness. Darkness exists within light. If you want to be a powerful
No.
psychic,
Dragon exists within horse, and horse exists within dragon.
he just reaches over, grabs the sake bottle with like his powers, and just kind of levitates it away. I think you've had enough.
That was mine.
He just kind of just keeps it away. He continues. Give it back to you when you sober up. Anyway, he continues. As I was saying, emotions have to be in a perfect balance. If you don't keep that balance, if you try and shift one way and completely ignore the other, your abilities as a psychic will be only half as powerful. I don't know if that's the answer you were looking for, but
There's gotta be some way. Some way you can help me.
well, explain the specifics. What are you looking for?
Does being sad all the time help you with your things you do?
Do I look sad to you?
Hmm. That's a good question. Give me a second. Oh God, never mind. My sheet just crashed.
Oof. Well, anyways, he continues. I mean, yeah, I get sad a lot, but I have memories of friends to recall back upon. I can feel happy, sad, upset, angry.
Yeah.
But I don't get rid of these emotions. I don't
I don't.
focus on one or the other. I just embrace everything. I allow my emotions to flow like a stream, let's say. If you dam up the stream, well, one of two things will happen. It will all just build up, and a small bit of water will get through.
That's that's not really how I've felt it. I've always felt it like I always felt it as one emotion flowing through until it can't flow anymore.
Well, yeah, you can always focus on one emotion. There's benefits to it, but true psychic power comes from the entire spectrum.
I'll I'll keep that in mind.
I'm sure it doesn't make sense now, but I promise the further you develop your powers, the more you'll begin to understand.
All right.
And
I'll keep.
Most psychics go the way you are, only tend to focus on one aspect of their emotions. And I won't lie, it works. But it's not the right way.
But that's how my class does it. I mean,
I know that's how the class does it. Just, he just God damn it, I keep cutting out. He's just like, I know that's how the class does it.
I'm trying to be philosophical. Shut the fuck.
Look, the DM is trying to set up cool shit. Just roll with it.
all right, okay.
So after Lily's done, uh, inscribing her spell, is
So
everybody still up and
writing
awake?
the spell while drunk.
Yes.
That could never
Inscribing
go
the spell
wrong.
while drunk. Lucas, look what I can do.
Hmm?
She casts planar adaptation for the plane of water.
So what does it do again?
It essentially it makes you essentially adapt to a specific plane.
Okay.
So it makes it so that you don't get uh you adapt to hazards like temperature, toxicity, lack of air, and gain energy resistance to that plane.
Lily is a fish now. That's what
Yes.
she's doing.
Yes, that's what's going on actually.
Well, you start
She kept
suffocating.
kill. No.
You might want to fix that.
So yeah, Lily does that, turns part fish, and then fucking plops on the ground.
Yeah, you just start plopping on the ground, just gasping for air. It's like, oh, bad idea. But it is funny though.
She reaches for the sake.
Just turn back, please. Zuge just looks. He's still stonewalled, but it's just like he looks a little weirded out a bit. You're flopping on the ground. You're gasping for air, and you're just like, hey, give me some sake.
Eventually, after like 45 seconds, she does dismiss the spell.
She what?
Are you okay?
I. She curls up a little bit. That didn't go as expected.
He just all the more reason to never give this back to you.
Well, I was gonna use it to breathe.
I don't think that would have been a good idea.
I just had a bad idea.
Oh no.
Lucas says that in character.
Oh no.
What is it?
He's going to try to read Lily's emotions right now. Oh, it actually worked for once. Right on the money.
Okay.
He's
So,
going,
how specific does that get anyway?
basically, he's just trying to catch and feel that
that feeling of how she just felt and how she basically.
Oh, she actually feels like embarrassed and a little ashamed.
Hmm. Hmm. But is there that still a little of that adrenaline?
I mean, she was just choking to death, so probably.
Okay, he grabs that. He's going to stew on it.
Anyways, please don't do that again.
Well,
And promise me that, and I'll give it back.
Alice will stop being worthless.
You're not worthless. Just don't do stupid things like
I couldn't even hold the line.
what happened wasn't your fault, you know.
But it was. I was protecting everyone.
You couldn't have been prepared for what happened. No one was.
Just give me the bottle.
Lucas is kind of zoned out at the moment.
He just hands it to you. Don't get yourself killed for something you couldn't control. Hands it back to you.
She starts drinking again.
Get back to me in an hour. I got something.
You just sighs. You know, I felt the way you do right now. A lot of times. I sent a lot of people to their deaths. And I'm sure I've told you that story a million times by now.
Yeah,
Young,
but
up-and-coming hunters.
you weren't protecting them. That wasn't your job.
Maybe. But maybe I could have. But every time I see those same young hunters coming back in carts or boxes or bags, I kept thinking to myself, I could have done something. I could have warned them. I could have persuaded them not to go out. Tell them to do anything else. But instead, I just gave them their missions, sent them on their way.
If it makes you feel any better, we came back.
Yeah, I suppose you did. You were the lucky one. Well, I don't know if any of this was considered lucky. Sometimes I think the dead are the lucky ones. They get to be at peace, while we have to keep fighting.
They get to face Pharasma. I wouldn't consider that lucky either.
Well, not all of them pissed off Erasmus. And I'm sure she gave them swift and acceptable judgments. I'm sure they've all found their I'm sure they've all found their own kind of peace. Who knows?
I just want to get that weapon and shove it right through him. And this.
I'm sure you'll get the chance. But you won't get it if you keep drinking yourself into a coma.
Take it back. She hands the bottle over.
He takes it, just kind of puts it on a little latch on a belt. I'll give this back to you when you drive that blade through the Pharaoh's heart. We'll have a good reason for drinking this time.
She nods slowly.
Until then, you should probably get some rest. I'm sure the others are going to need you in the best condition you can be.
She nods. Walks over to Lucas.
Lucas is just, I guess he's just sitting there in a trance because of psychic powers.
Does he seem like he could be moved without interrupting anything?
Probably, if you're gentle about it.
Okay.
He's gonna be that way for an hour since he started.
Okay.
And he started right after Lily started suffocating. Or stopped suffocating, I suppose.
So Lily's gonna collect all the books, including the ones that Lucas picked out, and Lucas, and stumble through the halls to the bedroom.
Oh, all right. So you go back to the master bedroom you took over.
Yes.
All right.
So she slots in the will and opens it.
One more time.
She unlocks it and enters,
Okay.
and then shuts it and locks it, and puts Lucas down.
All right. You put him. Are you putting him down on the bed or just down anywhere?
just down on the floor.
Okay.
Um,
You just set him down as he continues to I guess do the scorpion equivalent of a T-pose as he's in a trance.
Da, 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 da. I mean, so, an hour later, I guess.
yeah, she'll wait and watch.
And watch. He's just standing there menacingly. And then an hour passes.
And boom,
Anything?
got that.
Oh no, he exploded.
Yeah, she does do that a lot.
He changed his emotional focus. He
Two.
now takes these abilities while he's raging at a -3 effective level.
Okay.
And kind of starts choking a bit before regaining his composure. Oh,
Well, you find yourself, as you come back to, you find yourself in a brand new room. The carpet is very soft and lush with this kind of reddish, little like almost like short fur on the ground.
he just takes a reflexive gasp and just says, "Wait, where am I? Where am I, Lily?"
You were spaced out, so I took you to the room.
I think I got it. I think I figured something out.
What?
You I think I feel different. Like I feel as if walls are just like that feeling when the walls are closing in. That's how I feel.
Willie stumbles off the bed, falls, and still gets up and tries to hug him.
He's shaking a little bit. I hmm, I I I don't know how I feel about it. I feel it feels like I feel faster. I can like I like everything I can do, I'll do. Like feels like I don't know how it feels. I need to look at this further. I need to figure stuff out. I need to test.
It's okay, Lucas. This is okay. Yeah, we can stay up and talk about it. She cast the spell to keep up, but accidentally on him and not her.
But
I said so she casts stand watch, but only on Lucas and accidentally not on herself. Now we can say
this feels so strange. I feel power.
power.
He's just muttering to himself now.
You mean like electricity?
I, I, I want to reach out. I want to grab something. Like I feel. I just grab. Lily.
What did it say?
Grabs that Lily.
Ah, exactly.
Pulls her close, kind of hard. Kind of holds her kind of tight.
Like, tries to do it back, but it's not doing a very good job.
Good. Too tight. I don't know. There's not much else I gotta say, honestly. Get out of here, camera. Get out of here.
All right. Well,
Lily ends up after his hug's done, he realizes she's snoring. She falls asleep.
all right. Well then. As Lily falls asleep on top of you, Lucas.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else that wanted to do anything? Did anyone need to prepare for anything? Bao?
Hmm?
Did you need to prepare for anything? Anything you wanted to do?
Actually,
Where did Oleander go when everyone split?
Oleander seems to just still be on the top on the roof. She hasn't left. She's still just kind of looking out. Kind of the same as Manwich, but in a completely different direction.
actually,
Actually,
I'll do it in the morning.
Alright.
You have all day though. You have all night though.
It's true. I do have all night. I'll probably do it. I'll do it later, basically. I just want to buy a spell. I might need to borrow money, because I might have low money. Can't tell. Don't wait on me.
Okay.
Someone else.
Well, Bao, were you gonna do anything?
no, probably not.
Okay. Well, if no one else is gonna do anything, I'm gonna move to the next day. Going once. Going twice.
Uh,
Going
that's
3
good.
times.
Will I snore some more?
Alright. Lily! You have a dream. Actually, you have a lucid dream. So, as you fall asleep, you suddenly find yourself. You snap awake and you find yourself in the middle of a battlefield. There's the sounds of war all around you.
Are the forces recognizable?
You can see people you know. You can see members of the guild. You can see in the distance Manwich, Boss, Zuge, Arizona, Raphael, Samson. They're all fighting predators, cultists, monsters of all sorts. You and everyone else are there, kind of in the eye of the storm, so to say. You're just in a clearing and surrounded by just battle on all sides. And in front of you is Nyarlathotep with 2 massive great swords. Everyone else charges in, going into battle against him. What were you gonna say?
No, she was gonna. Is she close enough to like talk to him?
Yeah, he's like 20 feet away.
So, are you real, or is this all in my head?
He doesn't say anything. He just kind of just chuckles as he just kind of just taunts you all. So in this dream, the battle begins.
I'm taunted. I can only attack him.
Nope. Everyone, Wyoming, Bao, Ryan, Lucas, Waffle, Nadine, everybody is trying to fight him. And it goes about as well as you would expect it to, as in it's a complete wash.
So where's Jack?
You see Wyoming rush in, trying to throw in some strikes, trying to trip him up. But Nyarlathotep is just having none of it. And you just see him wind up, and you just see him kick Wyoming so hard you can actually just see his boot, like the imprint of his boot in Wyoming's back. And then as he lifts him up, he just gives a quick slash across the chest. And you see Wyoming go down. Not dead, but he's very clearly squirming in pain. Bowen and Carnadine are attempting to attack him, shooting spells and firing bullets at him, but they're pretty much bouncing off of him. He just runs in completely unfazed by their attacks, and with about a handful of strikes with these massive great swords, they go down. Waffle tries doing a thing with his boat, because that's
Yeah, he cleans
all
the fifth book.
He rams it.
Yeah.
Work for Cthulhu.
It works with
he,
Cthulhu,
he
yeah.
worked on Cthulhu. He tries to ram into the boat, and then you just see Nyarlathotep just throw, as it's coming towards him, he just throws one of his swords. It goes clean through Waffle's boat, pierces the boat, pierces the balloon, and you just see Waffle crash into the ground. His boat just splintering into pieces. Finally, he starts pretty much just making this death march towards you. Lucas tries to get in the way, makes an attack, and you just see him just smack Lucas with the blunt side of his greatsword, and Lucas just goes spiraling a few feet away from you.
Can I make an impossible task?
You may try.
I forget what the
It's
modifier is.
It's charisma.
20 plus your charisma.
Okay. Not so good.
Well, he comes running up to you. He comes walking up to you and just raises up, and then your vision just goes black temporarily as he comes down with one of these greatsword swings. As you come to, everyone is on the ground, bleeding out, still alive and in pain. He goes, "Is this all? He went to such lengths to stop me, and here you lie at my feet, at my mercy.
I'm awake.
Hmm?
Oh, awake.
You try to wake up. Nope, you're still in this dream. You do your best to try and
She
wake up,
says it
but
too.
it's. Oh wait, what did you say?
That she'll awake. She says it's to him in reply to that.
You can try anything, but the fact of the matter is, you're going to die here. He just kicks you over and just slams his boot directly into your ribs. You feel very, very real pain as you feel your ribs just shattering under his foot. But now I get to decide. Which one of your friends do I kill first?
I
Maybe
know
the
all of
reindeer?
them.
Oh, don't get me wrong. They'll all die before I get to you. But this is the fun part. Deciding who goes first. You know what? Maybe I'll start with your little boyfriend. As he says this, you suddenly see from behind you where Lucas was. This eruption of pure. Let me get the. I have music for this. So, as he's just laughing, having decided that he was going to kill Lucas first right in front of your eyes. Let me turn that down, jeez, that's loud. You see this absolute massive eruption of black energy piercing through the sky. He just turns around like. Then both of you see Lucas floating there, and suddenly this energy erupts into the form of a massive dragon. Nyarlathotep turns to face.
Well, he gives a bloody smirk.
Nyarlathotep turns to face Lucas, and they both charge at each other. And that's when your dream ends and you wake up.
Lucas seems a little bit better now.
Just
Are you okay? Well,
never sleeping again.
You can recall the dream you had pretty vividly. Although you can't yeah, you can recall it pretty vividly. And when you look at Lucas now, you can't help but see that same aura around him, albeit a bit smaller, but it is very clearly this figure of a dragon surrounding Lucas.
Larry, are you okay?
Just a bad dream. Probably one of those prophetic ones.
Oh. Eh.
Mm. She seems to be looking at Lucas with a weird sense of pride.
He doesn't know what to think of it, but you clear he's happy. Clear he's happy from that look.
Lucas.
Yes.
I think that you're going to be vital in our missions.
I hope so. Don't want to be the one who's dead weight and all.
Well, I mean, like, I think you have more power than you think.
That's why I'm trying to figure out how to use it.
I think you will.
Speaking of which, I remember I remember there was a spell back when I used to practice more divine magics that could help me with my new powers.
Which one?
Um,
Have a
he,
name?
he says the name in Infernal, but it's Pouncing Fury.
I'll look into that.
I was thinking I would buy it this morning just before we left.
Shoot notes.
Or at least
Sorry, I'm acting a little weirdly. That's what happens when you have a headache and the feeling of your ribs being crushed.
Do you want some? I could try to make you feel better with some psychic stuff.
If you think it's for the best.
I don't know if it's for the best. I just want to make you feel better.
She gives sort of a shrug.
All right.
So, before I get started with my morning stuff, I'm going to try to use hypnotism to help her feel better.
She complies.
How does whatever DC it was, it's gone. DC's gone. I destroyed it. My 49. It's gone.
Okay.
All right. Well, yeah. Nah, yeah, you do a pretty good job. I don't know how.
I'm just trying to bring
How-
out some nice feelings, nice memories.
All right. Do you did just
No.
like some psychic stuff, or you actually just kind of like have
It's
to,
a skill unlock.
do you have to like
You're
touch her to
psychic.
do it or anything like that?
It's just like some droning and
Okay.
concentration and stuff.
All right.
Yeah, it's like normal hypnotism stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as you do that, as you finish with that, you hear a knock on the door, just like a doo, 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 whatever stone sounds like. Someone tried to knock on it.
So Lily opens it and
You open
smiles.
the door. Manwich is on the other side.
Hello, Manwich.
Hi.
Rick is
Just
still
wanted
fine.
to let you know the Queen of Diamonds will be here in about an hour.
All right.
We're ready to take our trip.
Just about.
Good.
I'm going to.
Are you okay?
I haven't been feeling better in a long time.
I tried some psychic stuff on her,
Just
just
kind of.
trying to make her feel better. It shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Why would it be an issue?
She should still be in good shape to complete the mission.
Well, if you say so. Samson's got the shadow piercings out
All right.
for y'all to decide who's gonna take them.
Don't worry, I probably won't be in such high spirits for too long. That's how I work.
Right.
I need to make some last minute preparations as well, so I'll see you then.
Mm-hmm. Well, he starts walking off.
Well, time to go hunt that spell down.
Yes, let's.
All right. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a page spell knowledge of Pouncing Fury.
Pouncing Fury.
It's a second level spell. I believe that costs 4,000, and I have just enough.
Well, can you learn it from a spellbook or nah?
I can learn it only from a page of spell knowledge.
A page of what?
Page of spell knowledge. It's how spontaneous casters can buy spells, basically, but it's more expensive.
All right. Well, let's see.
Yeah. Significantly more.
Okay. Yeah, you managed.
Nate, it should be 4K if my if memory serves.
I'll take your word for it.
I'll
Dude,
double
but
check.
are we paying for it? How are we finding it?
I don't know.
Oh, you're the
I'm
DM.
assuming you're.
I'm just gonna buy it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm assuming you just find it with Samson's stuff,
There it is.
and it's just you buy it. I don't know.
Yeah. There we go. It. What's the discount?
The discount, you're well.
We killed it.
Yeah, I mean the discount's technically dead, but since there's not really a guild anymore, but let's just say 25%.
Okay. Then that should be 320. No, it's 3,000. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just slap some gold down and get back to meditating.
You all right?
Meditation.
You set down some gold. The table just kind of just eats it, I guess, and gives you the page. I guess I don't know.
I don't know.
Sure.
You give it to the nondescript merchant. The nondescript merchant goes, "Thank you,"
Nice.
and you go and learn your spell, I guess.
Yay.
Is that gonna take you about an hour? Or?
Yeah. I
Alright.
I think about an hour.
So, Lucas, has Lotus been happy?
Yeah, she has been, from what I could tell.
Good.
She seems to like Mom a lot. Mm. Mom is safe as well.
Excellent.
She does miss you, though. Perhaps after this mission is done, we can pay her a visit.
Yes, that would be good. I would like that.
Give me a moment. I'm gonna be right back. So do some stuffs, and then when I get back, the queen will show up. I will be right back. Ah, all right, I'm back.
Oh, that's a nice charm of the firstborn.
Potentially.
Got a 20 and a 2.
But you have to roll the time. You have to roll.
Alright.
Yeah.
So I have turned. So
I mean,
you
I got
finish.
still better odds than a D20.
As you finish your spell, you see the Queen of Diamonds just kind of just materializes right in the middle of Chang'an through a portal. Are you all ready? She just speaks out to Chang'an.
Chang'an says, okay.
To just everyone in the building. They can hear her.
Well, he's casting that spell.
She's casting a spell. Oh
Aye,
no.
aye, Captain.
The same spell she was casting before.
Banishment.
Except for this time, banishment. Yeah, banishment. Except for instead of this time, it's geared towards the shadow plane, which hopefully means she doesn't lose any limbs.
No. That wouldn't give her. That
Oh.
wouldn't give her the negative energy affinity, would it?
Nadine
No, not
is,
affinity.
Nadine is awake.
Nadine's awake.
Yeah.
It would make her immune to any negative energy, like environmental in the plane, though.
That's kind of good. We're just about to leave.
Nadine fell asleep right after the battle.
Yep.
She fell down the stairs and knocked herself out.
She's just walking along. Nadine, are you okay? I'm a drunk.
It's not in the voice chat yet, though.
Yeah. So is she? Oh yeah. Well, fucking finally.
So, Lily's fur grows darker and her eyes start glowing. She becomes adapted to the shadow realm.
All right, you can kind
Oh,
of
no.
take more. Well, I guess you look like a unicorn, but also a drow. A drowicorn.
Also a trout.
Yeah, I mean, fletchlings and trout don't actually look that different, so basically.
Oh no. She's a dark unicorn now.
Oh no. How does
Wait a
Oleander feel
minute.
about this?
She gives a thumbs up.
Oh no. She has a thumb. That's dark magic.
So, she does probably get 20 negative energy resistance, though, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really good.
Now you don't have to worry about those evil clerics.
Oh, hey. Is that a Nadine?
No, I'm not dead. Unfortunately.
Shit. Alright, guys, looks like I lose the Deadpool.
So, is Samson doing the thing?
Yep. As you all get together, Samson walks up. He has about 4 of these eye piercings.
So,
I'll get to decide who will be using them.
So,
Lily's covered.
has
I was about to ask that, yeah. So, Strader, would planar adaptation counter the deeper darkness?
Call a high or low 50.
The high 50.
I mean, maybe if it doesn't even counter it, it might just like help a little bit, so you can see like
Rubber
dimish.
band.
See the day.
Alright, the dice say yes.
Woohoo!
So you are covered.
so
Chances are Wyoming doesn't need one because he has
Tremor sense.
tremor sense.
oh yeah, I suppose that's true.
Which
It's
means that we
helpful.
have enough for everyone else.
Yeah.
Who matters?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wyoming, I can make your arrows for you.
Because Bao is able.
Except for Lucas, because he doesn't have an ear to attach it to.
Ear.
Oh, no.
That's true.
It's an
I
eye
guess-
piercing. It goes on the eye or ear.
Yeah, I don't have
eyelid.
an eyelid to attach it to.
You
Goes
can
on
put
the
it in your
eyelid.
eye.
Yes.
Fuck.
Or the brow.
I guess
it does say
yeah, like
eyebrow.
like the brow. It's like a brow piercing.
Okay.
Yes.
I guess for Lucas it would be like
It's like weird shadow guy shit.
I don't know, put it on a part of the exoskeleton that is considered your face.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, it
Just-
does say that you can actually pierce your eye with it if you want.
If
For
you
some
Just
reason.
stab-
Don't,
Stab one of your eyes.
Don't-
but
Seven
don't
more.
do that.
it's regular darkness in the morning, right? And
Regular
and the day-
darkness in the morning, deeper darkness at night.
Okay.
Fun.
I think we should probably just go move in the day, whatever.
Yeah, because I have a way to have normal dark vision, but not that deeper dark vision.
Ignore that.
Yeah, That's why we're giving you guys the eye piercing, so you have see in darkness.
Question:
Do the
These
thing.
are
Yes.
what tier?
These
Piercings?
are all greater.
Cool.
Well,
So-
you don't get one.
Give you the
Oh,
see in
I
darkness.
know I don't get one. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah. Otherwise, it would be pointless if it wasn't.
Waffle,
a
you'll
big
be getting one of these, so you can see in the darkness.
I think I definitely want one though. I would like to have one wherever it goes.
Yeah.
one. Hit us up.
All right. Well, yeah, you can get a. I guess you can get a flashlight.
It'd have to be a magic flashlight.
It's a magic flashlight with. You know what? You get an ever burning flashlight.